10. The fact that he's got the frame won, it seems to put an extra bit of pressure on you. And he's quite lucky there that the red stopped in a position where it wasn't just an easy roll-up behind the green. This is a snooker, but should be easily hit.
Now the yellow and brown are far better placed where they are for snookers than sitting on their spots, because if you can eventually get in behind one of those, it's going to be a very difficult snooker to escape from.
Little flick on the pink would have been a very, very good snooker. It was tough to hold the cue ball at distance. So Jamie's got his third chance of closing out this second frame. This time he took it, so we know now whatever happens, Jamie Cope is going to be level at 1-all.
One on the frame. Jamie Cope.
Ronnie O'Sullivan acknowledges defeat. What a great frame it was. O'Sullivan started with 32. Jamie Cope made the 69 to put him in the position where Ronnie needed snookers, and he levels the match at 1-all. In fairness, there was a shot, Dennis, that you're going to tell us about that could have gone wrong. It was a little bit dangerous the way he played it.
Yeah, he was on the black, and he finished straight on the black. We've got it here, and I'll just put a little white up just near his hand there. I thought he could have screwed back and left that red to the right of the pink for the centre pocket, and Jamie decided to screw back. He was coming right back onto that red. Now he's leaving the white close to the cushion. If that red pulls up a little fraction shorter, he's got no pot on. As it turned out, he could just get past the other red, and it was a terrific 69 break.
And with him being right-handed, Dennis, the red he's played the cannon into is not really important, is it? You know, to be honest. So it was a risky shot that shouldn't have been played, but it turned out okay.
Thank you, frame 3. Jamie Cope.
It's been a terrific start, though. Ronnie breaks a 54 and 34 in the opening frame. Jamie Cope at a 35 in the first, but that was a terrific 69 he had in the second frame.
That's just another wonderful example of how to play a shot to nothing. There wasn't, where he was near the cushion, it's tough to get enough stun on that to get round the back of them, and he played it very, very easily and perfectly. Now we've got a situation again, look, we've got 3 or 4 loose reds, and he's not going to play a cannon here because he doesn't quite have the angle to do so, but let's just see how many shots it takes Ronnie before he gets in a position to bring black or pink into play.
3.
Well, that was a bonus, that red been able to go. It meant that he could immediately clear a path for the pink there. Pink might be tied up though when it goes back onto its own spot.
10.
Ronnie's round having a look, but I don't think the pink will go. Not quite sure from our position. No. So back for the blue.
11.
I think everyone loves to watch Ronnie O'Sullivan play. Certainly all
16.
the professional players enjoy watching them. Well, probably on television. I like watching them when they're out there sitting in their seat, but I enjoy watching this young man. I think he's something special. I really do.
Because the cue ball would have been very close to the blue, decided not to screw back for blue in the middle there, decided to leave the long pot. He's now getting to a time where he's got to get the angle now on the next colour to make something happen at this end.
25.
Even though those reds look a little bit awkward around the black there, there is enough room to play a little cannon should he get nicely on one of the reds to free the black.
23.
Well, he's just looking to see if he can possibly leave himself on a red so that he can then pot it and just nudge the one away from the black. Now this looks to be perfect, is it? Or has he come too straight? May have come a little bit straight, because that was his plan, to pot this and just cannon the red away. He was a fraction from being perfect there.
Just not enough room, Dennis, is it, to pot the bottom one? He can pot the bottom red, but I don't think he can get round the back of the black to nudge the red out off the cushion.
$29.
That spoiled things. That could be the end of break now. He didn't think he was going to cannon the black there. So that's just an extra 5 points. And a safety shot coming up.
34.
Well, he's not the type of player to knock the black safe as early as this, but it is going to get the black in movement here. Depends where it finishes up. Well, that's a bit careless for somebody of Ronnie's class. Very rarely do you see Ronnie play a careless shot like that. But as the black comes to his rescue, if the black's covered that red, he's been very lucky.
I think it'll pass, will he? Yeah. So it was very careless from Ronnie. Very good shot there. Knew he was always going to have a good chance to stop on the black, and he brought a few reds into play. And I don't think reputations mean a great deal to Jamie Cope. He feels that he can beat anyone in the game, and why not? 9-3 against the world #1 and world champion.
Yes, he seems to play very, very good against the players that are like himself, a little bit more open. He had a real tussle against Barry Hawkins. He eventually won 9-8. So that tells me that when he's playing players that tend to play a little bit more negative than others, he doesn't play quite as well, but Barry Hawkins is a great player. That was another excellent shot he played there. That one shot has given him a chance to win the frame.
17.
Sometimes you detect a little bit of movement when he delivers the cue. We were talking about his cue action being like Ray Reardon's. Ray occasionally used to have a little bit of movement, as indeed did another great Welsh player, Doug Mountjoy. Probably more on a forcing type shot.
Kind of lean into it, Dennis, didn't they? I don't know kind of how that happens, but as you rightly say, whenever he plays a power shot, he tends to probably move maybe a couple of inches, his head goes forward. It was a kick in the previous frame that led Jamie Cope to a break of 69. It was a very, very careless safety shot, something that Ronnie doesn't normally do, that could have cost him this frame.
Yes, he'd got the wrong angle of the blue. He could only roll it in, play a safety shot, but that was careless to catch in the middle pocket.
38.
Now there's only one red that's safe.